Lori here. Have you ever said to yourself, I'm burnt out at any time in your life? Ever noticed this in another person? If we're feeling this ourselves, we often feel exhausted, we lack motivation, we may feel wiped out or stressed out. The actual term burnout is meant to describe a group of symptoms that occur together and they're caused by chronic workplace stress. Burnout is defined in the International Classification of Diseases 2019 edition, not as a medical condition, but rather as a syndrome, conceptualized as resulting from chronic workplace stress that has not been successfully managed. It is characterized by three dimensions, basically: feelings of energy depletion or exhaustion, increased mental distance from one's job, or feelings of negativity or cynicism related to that job, and reduced professional efficacy. Just who is susceptible and suffers from burnout? Well, professionally and demographically, healthcare professionals, including but not limited to doctors, nurses, and frontline workers, often due to an intense workload and the toll of chronic stress that comes along with it. Teachers and first responders are also susceptible to burnout via high emotional labor and demanding workloads. Young professionals, especially workers under 30, are showing high rates of burnout linked to such factors such as layoff anxiety, heavy workloads, and a lack of resources or autonomy. Women also consistently report higher levels of burnout, which may be influenced by such factors as inequality in the workplace and or a disproportionate burden of family caregiving responsibilities. There are individual risk factors for burnout, such as perfectionism, an ill work-life balance, difficulty in setting boundaries, or a highly driven personality, to name a few. There are also situational risk factors mostly out of our control, such as the workload itself, a lack of autonomy and control over our work, unfair treatment or a toxic environment where relationships are characterized by conflict, lack of support, and likely a good deal of mistrust. And this is not an exhaustive list. Do you know the symptoms of burnout? Physically, you may feel fatigue or exhaustion and not be able to restore your energy. You may suffer pain such as headaches or backaches or muscular pains. You'll likely be more susceptible to colds, flus, and infections due to the toll on your immune system. And sleep may become problematic. You may have gastrointestinal symptoms or skin issues such as hives. Changes in appetite are likely. Behaviorally, you may have difficulty performing your tasks as you once did. Your productivity may decrease. You may procrastinate, isolate yourself, and have a problem with absenteeism. Your thoughts may turn negative toward your job. You may have an increased focus on your errors or failures, whether real or perceived. You may begin to feel detached from your job and have negative attitudes toward clients, customers, or colleagues. You could develop a cynical attitude toward all of these also. And it may become difficult to concentrate or make decisions. You may have an increased urge to leave the job entirely. Your emotions and motivations change as you have low excitement or engagement. A decreased job satisfaction, as well as frustration, anger, or anxiety, just to name a few. Feelings of incompetence and a decrease in self-worth or confidence are also common. If you know or have been assessed with burnout, how can you help yourself recover? There are lifestyle adjustments that can be put into place, such as prioritizing your sleep, regular exercise, eating a balanced diet, a focus on good hydration. You can also begin a practice of mindfulness to become aware and befriend your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Other activities include Yoga practice and regular deep breathing exercises, these are also great things. Learning how to say no if you are feeling overwhelmed is essential. Try to ensure that you have the resources and energy to take on a new or another task. Speak with your supervisor about your workload and try to strategize at redistributing some tasks or setting more realistic goals. If you can divide larger tasks into smaller, more digestible steps, they won't be as daunting. Seek support at work from the appropriate colleagues which you trust and feel safe with. You may have an employee assistance program at your company to help provide services for you. And finally, seek professional help if this is getting out of hand. A therapist can provide coping strategies and support to get you back on the path to wellness. See you next time.